Age of Anderson, welcome. So we got some material back from Adrian, who does our stabilization, and we tried something with the Variscite, and we ended up trimming up quite a bit so far, and I was like, you know what, maybe we should just make a video of this stuff and see what people think. Hi, Opal guy, how are ya? But this is the controversy caramel that we just got back from stabilization, and we didn't really do it to stabilize the Variscite. We did it more for coloring. They didn't enhance it, they didn't dye it, but it makes it always look like, oh, that's some Royston. Makes it always look like it's wet. So we also got a bucket of Royston back. And so we're just trimming up some randoms here to see what's inside of it. Some of it's ribbon. Some of it's... Opal guy says hi, Brandy. Brandy's over here. Oh. She's a little fair-skinned, so she's washing all the slabs inside. And so these have been soaking for quite a while. But we're just getting ready for Buena Vista and Woodland Park, and always busy. Brandy's always doing something, always working. But I wanted to show you, I got slab saws going too, kind of noisy in here, but I wanted to show you what's coming off. Super pretty. Super pretty, this stuff. So just having fun. My brother went down to New Mexico and picked up our treat for us, and so I met him halfway between Moab. This morning I got up early and got a bunch of other stuff slabbing up too. So this is more stuff that's either been stabilized or is Variscite, or stuff I don't want sitting in water. It's an agates and jaspers, more phosphates or opal. But we got to get this one going again. Anyways, it's always nice getting new material, not necessarily new material, but new material back from processing, you know, and cutting it open and seeing what's going on in there. We're also slabbing some Windy Ridge. Lots of phosphates in the machine today. of them. These are running. This guy's running. This guy's running. I don't know what's in here. Oh, this is the blue Chilean opal. Super pretty. Great colors. White cap, bright quartz cap on it. Alright, now we'll get out of this noisy room. Those will be set for 25 minutes or so. Oh, look, I kept the other saw going. So we're just going to be cutting some Royston that we got back from treat, from stabilization. I didn't necessarily need it, but I like to stabilize the host around it. It does much better, I think. But it's pretty good colors so far. The host is always pretty, almost looks like two eyes looking back at me, you know. And we're gonna get some other ones that we cut, almost polys in them. But I just like to show people what's inside, so they're not mysteries, you know. But great blues, super great blues. Sometimes not as much turquoise in there as I would like, but with rough there's always a gamble, always a gamble. I'm just looking through, seeing what we should look at. And that's almost like irony. Iron. Some of them are too big for this little guy, but there might be good blues in that. I see nuggets sticking out in there. Great color. See if we can't get a couple slabs of that. So we think this is Royston. There's no guarantees. That's what the host rock, that's what it looks like to me, you know. But this came from a collection that Brandy picked up. Yeah, that's pretty stuff, for sure. Kind of a lighter blue, almost going to poly here. What else we got in here? This one looks like it wants to be webbed, if I had to guess. Freeform lapidary, hi, welcome. But we're just gonna not really webbed, more sporadic. Yeah, the color is great. We haven't dug Royston in probably 2 years, so it sounds like my blade's struggling a little bit. Hi, Jaws. How are ya? Welcome. We're gonna try sharpening this blade. I got The Variscite I cut, it was a little rough on get a chunk off and just try to sharpen my blade a little bit. I've gone through quite a few blades, and Jeremy went by Diamond Pacific and picked me some up. But he won't be by for a couple of weeks. He's going to go out to Roseville, do the show out there. We used to do it. Pretty good, great show if anyone's up in Northern California. A lot of good slabs. You get a lot of the California material. Oh, that's a little better. There's almost some webbing going in there. We just need to find a big nugget like that in here. But with the States, you never know what you're gonna get, you know? This looks like Turk going all the way through it. I think this one's gonna be a good one. Oh yeah, great. Post is great. Turquoise is good blue. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts? Does it look like Royston to you? So this one, I know that there is turquoise up here. So I kind of cut it to where someone would be able to get a pretty nice cab, and it looks like there's some webbing out of it. And I think I just pretty much cut off most of the host. And a little bit of Turk in there, not much. We end up just throwing, any other one ever comes to our backyard, there's all kinds of stuff down there. It just kind of gets thrown over there, part of the landscape rock. Well, to me, this Royston isn't as exciting as the Variscite I was cutting earlier. But Royston is always good. No, not as much. And there's it, like. We also did get some fox back from stabilization, and we might go grab that. Not. See what we got in here to play with. Oh yeah, we also did get another bucket of Campitos, treated, nice big fat, nice big fat. It's always fun when we get our treat back. It's usually every few months that we send material. But great Campitos. It will be available for sale out in Buena Vista. Will probably be the first place it'll be available. But pretty reasonable stuff. And we were looking at 50 cents a gram on this stuff. But then this was the other bucket of fox that we need to cut into to see how it treated, what it looked like, what it looks like slabbed, and it's always hard before a show, trying to prep everything, get everything ready, try to have new material that people haven't seen, and you're kind of always going, you know. And that's killer nugget. See what it looks like inside. The treat darkened it up quite a bit. Not that they enhanced it or dyed it or anything, but it just makes it look blue all the time. I like it. Some of this is kind of... Great blues, great colors. Super. I think Dave was calling this Super Fox. Yes, gorgeous, gorgeous sky blue. For those who's just joining, we were cutting Variscite and Royston, we believe is Royston. The Variscite, I think, turned out super. I want to cut some cabs of it and see how it cuts. Everything took a really good treatment, except for like this mint. This one was still a little shattery when I was cutting it on the trim saw. Interesting. This one might have some crazy patterns. Kind of pretty. Definitely great color. This will be available out in Buena Vista too. We'll have some nice slabs. Yeah, really hard not to like that guy. It's almost like a Picasso turquoise, you know, the veins going through it. Not quite ribbon because it's completely sporadic, you know. Let's keep going on that guy. Let's try to make a slab of it. I like it. I like it a lot. But I think my blade is almost done. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the blade out. Lightning. Yes. Anyways, I just wanted to show some new material that we got in today. I'm gonna have to swap out my blade before I cut anymore. It's almost out of diamond. That Variscite ate through it quick. And I think I have like one more blade. I think I do. That's slightly used. I don't know. We're gonna have to maybe wait for Jeremy to get here in a week and a half or so, and bring us some blades from Diamond Pacific, or I guess I could call and order them. But anyways, we're just out here working, running slab saws. Another one came off, but I'm gonna have to. I'm really happy with this, in this machine right here. But for me, it doesn't get too much better than that with a webbing. Good stuff. But well, anyways, you guys, thank you for joining me for a short live of a little bit of processing, and I'm gonna have to change my blade out because it's chattering pretty hard, and we're gonna continue going on this Royston, getting some of it slabbed up, and some of the fox. I really like the fox. The fox is, some of the patterns were crazy, and I really love the Variscite. The Variscite was amazing, like always. The good times. New good material coming out for Buena Vista, Woodland Park, out in Colorado. Any of you guys are around that area, please come say hi. Well, it's a long show. I think we'll be out there for like 5 days in Buena Vista, and then we'll camp in between, and then go to Woodland Park. Is like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's a 4-day show too. Well, anyways, you guys, thank you for joining me. We'll catch you all later, and have a great day.